Welcome back to my channel, viewers, subscribers, and those who caught their first tube today, or YouTube in this case. Today we're going to talk about 90s classic Point Break. But before we get into Point Break, I just want to take a little moment to sit right there. Thank you to everyone for keeping me on air. And let me just talk about filmandtvreview.com, where you can find all my latest film reviews. Check them out, link in the description below. So essentially, Point Break stars Keanu Reeves as a great action star of the 90s, and in this case FBI agent Johnny Utah, in a cat and mouse game with surfer Bodie, who's played by Patrick Swayze, who may or may not have darker financial motivations behind his wild lifestyle. So the film opens with Keanu Reeves, Johnny Utah, as mentioned before, being transferred in the FBI and meeting seasoned partner Angelo Papis, played by Gary Busey. At the same time this is occurring, we see a bank robbery occurring with some masked men, all wearing sort of ex-presidents of the United States masks, and the group call themselves the ex-presidents. So Johnny Utah and Angelo Papis are reviewing CCTV from this said robbery that we've just talked about. And this leads Angelo Papis to give Johnny Utah his unusual theory that the ex-presidents are actually surfers. And Angelo Papis has come up with this theory due to soil samples and tan lines seen on the butt cheeks of one of the criminals who exposes himself on the CCTV. And no one in the FBI takes Angelo Papis' theory seriously, and this creates a great opportunity and angle for both Johnny Utah and Angelo Papis to investigate the sort of case and in theory break open the case and get the ex-president. So Johnny Utah begins to learn to surf as the suggestion of Angelo Papis. And Johnny Utah doesn't seem to be doing too well at surfing. It doesn't seem to come natural to him until he meets Tyler, whom he forms a bond with by sort of making a cover story about his parents dying in a car crash, which is sort of similar to what a family tragedy that happened to herself. And Johnny Utah's new love of surfing and old love of American football brings him into contact with Bodie, who's played by Patrick Swayze, who's a seasoned surfer who welcomes Johnny Utah into his world. So the bosses at the FBI don't take too kindly to Papis and Utah's unconventional methods until the results start to come in. Problem for Utah is when the line between undercover agent and friend to Bodie and the other surfers begins to blur. So Point Break is an excellent action movie that inspired the adventure action movie subgenre that films like Wesley Snipes in Drop Zone and Charlie Sheen in Terminal Velocity brought to skydiving. There are probably many more films of this action adventure subgenre for you to explore. So Point Break gets 4.5 stars out of 5 from TAKTAK Toys with Film. Like Speed, both films are very rewatchable and are arguably two of Keanu Reeves' best 90s era films. So if NECA were going to give us an action figure line, Johnny Utah, Bodie, Tyler, Angelo Papis, the ex-presidents would all make great additions to the line. Additional characters could include the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Anthony Kiedis and his gang, although likeness rights might be a waste of time, to quote the character. So that's my take on Point Break. Surf's up, dude! If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. It helps the channel. And until next time, enjoy those flicks and figs. And for all the latest movie reviews, head on over to filmandtvreview.com. Link in the description again. Link in the description below, sorry. Thanks again, and that's all, folks.